Good evening, everybody. And it is Motivation Monday, and I'm here today with Desire to Inspire because I love to inspire you all out there. So, this is actually a retake because last week we had a little glitch. So, I'm bringing back on one of my best motivators that I know out there. And it was actually about 2 years ago when I was listening to my intuition that I got to meet her. And you guys know that I listen to my intuition. And every time I do, guess what happens? Something, another miraculous thing. So 2 years ago, I met this amazing woman, and she is such a dream builder. She's an author and a publisher and a producer, a philanthropist, and she's CEO of Dream Sculpt Books. And she's the gal that produced something I went to a few weeks ago. And we're going to tell you more about it because she has a live filming coming up real soon. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. When I went this last time, I can tell you, every time I'm around her, magic happens. I got to meet some really amazing people and some of my mentors in life. So I have got to welcome this amazing, beautiful woman, Lynn Kitchen, a
Thank
master dream
you.
builder. How are you, honey?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much. And this is, like you said, take two.
Take two.
Yeah, I'm so
Literally
happy to be
take
with
two.
you a second time for a second time around. And, it couldn't be more fitting to be with you, a wonderful motivator yourself. And welcome everyone to Motivation Monday.
That's right. So Lynn is, like I said, she's done so many things. She is such a highly accomplished person. And she's also one of my mentors, and she is passionate about mentorship. So tonight she wants to talk a little bit about that and tell you, why she's so passionate. And then we'll tell you what she's got up her sleeve.
Okay. Why I'm so passionate about mentorship is because it works. And we are not meant to have to do anything alone. We are a communal personality kind of culture, people. And there are those who want to help us in anything that your heart desires, and you may not know how to do something, right? You know what you want, but you don't know how. There are so many people who would love to help you. And that's the name of the game. That is the name of mentorship, that we are here to help each other. We're here to inspire each other, and we're here to make it easy. Why? And what if this all thing called life could be easy? Wouldn't that be great?
I love the easy button.
Yeah,
And I
that's right.
agree with you. It is about asking for help, and that's not always something easy for people to do. But you've helped me in so many ways, including teaching me how to do a one page, which is a publicity kind of resume out there to get speaking engagements. And I had never heard of a one page prior. And so as soon as you brought it up, I was like, oh, I got to go research this. And you motivated me to go get on stage. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. And it was beautiful that you asked. And I happen to have that piece of knowledge that would help move you in the direction of your dream in an accelerated manner. And I just
Well,
happen to have that piece of information. But, we don't know who might be able to help us. And so my philosophy is just keep asking. And of course, you mentioned that, and you've had people on your show here. In fact, the executive partner, producer partner of our upcoming television show, David Meltzer, that was his keynote speech address when he was on stage doing his episode that we filmed in Los Angeles or Newport Beach, California. And he was saying the power of asking is how you go forward in life. And so he has made a real a system of it, and he's made a real habit of it. And now he's teaching that as a coaching method, and it's so easy. All we do have to do is ask. And
mhm.
yet it's hard. Why is it so hard for us to do something that's so easy?
Well, some of the things that I've heard or felt is people will think I'm dumb and stupid. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. So there's a lot of reasons people have come up, even my coaching clients, like when I tell them ask for help, they kind of hesitate. And it takes a while for them to trust that they're actually going to get that support and that it's going to work, because a lot of people have been disappointed when they've asked for help in the past.
Well, you might be right about that. And yet, maybe it's learning how to ask for help in a gracious manner or without expectation. Or, what we find to be true is that you can offer something, to give something in advance, and then say, oh, by the way, I'm looking for some help in this one area. And I'll bet you might know the answer or know someone who does know the answer. And do you know that makes people feel good that you think that well of them, that they might have an answer for you. So if you turn it around in your mind, most of us just have a simply incorrect mindset about what other people think about us. We're so, concerned about what other people think about us. And actually, the truth is they're not.
That's right. You're absolutely
They're
right.
not.
Yeah.
So, to be able to push aside or put aside our fears on in asking and simply ask. I have a philosophy that everyone should have a mentor at all times, someone that's easy to ask. That way, if you have a mentor at all times and you have an agreement with somebody that you really respect, somebody that has been down the path that you want to go and has in advance of you and has some knowledge about what it is that you want to be doing. Or it just could be somebody that you know, like, and trust, or it could be a minister. It could be just somebody who will listen to you. It could be a great girlfriend. But a mentor is someone that you can trust to, and that person has your best interest in heart, and they love you and they want to help you. And so it's easiest if we all have a mentor at all times. And that way you just call your mentor up and say, hey, let me run this by you. Let me check in with you. I'm not so sure if I'm thinking right about this. What do you think? And if that person doesn't know, they'll say so, and then say, hey, let's think about who we could ask that might know. And then you've got a partner in believing with you. Your mentor becomes a partner where you source ideas.
Yes.
And so my philosophy is that always have a mentor and always be a mentor. Why? Because there's always somebody out there who's one rung ahead of us in what it is that we want to accomplish. There's always somebody who's either done it before or just has a greater insight or an awareness. So would love to be seeking that, putting your hand up and reaching out for somebody who is a little bit advanced, not advanced in comparison to you, but just the fact that they might know a little bit more. And then you also reach out to somebody that you can help up the ladder, because you might be just one step above them. And just like you didn't quite know that a one sheet for speaking is something that's needed, and I happen to know that. So you asked the right person, and I happen to be able to help you in that circumstance. So I'm always looking to help others, so as well as seek help for myself. So always have a mentor, always be a mentor. And that means you have mentorship as a way of life.
Yes.
And that's powerful.
It's very powerful. And you're so good at bringing people together, ideas together, and capital together to make things happen. And, even you mentioned David Meltzer. He was somebody else that, because I listened to my intuition and went to the World's Greatest Motivators event, when he did put that question out there about asking for help, I did stretch my comfort zone and go up to a woman who turned out to be one of your friends. And it was fun not only to do it because I got to know two of these ladies, but then the conversation grew from that. And it was fascinating to see where it went. Like, I based it on, the exercise that he gave us to ask for help. but it grew into such a fun relationship in time. So you just never know where it's going to go. So I want to thank you for being a connector, because that's what you are. And
Thank
you
you.
love to bring people capital and ideas together. And you did it even with the writing. You know, you're a publisher and you put me together with a writing coach. So Lynn, you've had such a great influence, not only on my life, but I'm sure hundreds, if not thousands or more people out there. And you continue to do so. And so I want you to talk about what you've got coming up and how you plan on motivating people coming up real soon.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for introducing the concept and the idea of World's Greatest Motivators. That was an event that you attended, and I'm so happy that you did. It was so fun to see you in the audience. What that is a television show that I'm producing along with my two partners, executive producers, Julie Jones Hamilton, and the gentleman that we were speaking about just a minute ago, David Meltzer. So we are television producers now who have the concept of the power of mentorship as a way of life will change everything. And what if we can get the very best mentors, the very best people on stage to give their best keynote speech and have the World's Greatest Motivators television show and put it out on the airwaves for positive, good programming. And so that's exactly what we're doing. And the event that we planned that you went to was an event on July 30th where we filmed live with a live audience the first 4 speakers in our television show. And that was an amazing event. You were in the audience. People were just buzzing to be part of the filming audience. So they got to be on television, or will get to be on television when it is aired. And I can tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But we had Bob Proctor.
Yeah, one of my mentors for a lot of years. Yeah.
Yes, we had Bob Proctor, Les Brown, Mary Morrisey, and then David Meltzer stepped up and did his keynote speech. So that was 4 of the first 4 episodes out of a 13-week episode television series. So coming up, we're going to be filming the last 9 episodes. And so I wanted to really give your listening audience an opportunity to be and feel invited to be real, to come to a real filming where you get to be in the audience. And this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. First, let me show you the brochure that we have. This is, can you see that?
Yes, can see it. Yep.
Can see it. All right.
Transcending borders and inspiring big dreams. I can see it.
Great. That is our tagline, World's Greatest Motivators, Transcending Borders, Inspiring Big Dreams. So bottom line, inspiring big dreams. Go for your big dreams. And, you know, motivation is how that happens. We get the spark of the possibility that, yes, we can. So it is, the purpose of this is to have 13 of the greatest speakers talk about the can-do attitude and what it takes to really motivate ourselves once and for all, transcending the borders. What's a border? Well, it could be our own fears. A fear is a border. Transcending our own mindset. Mindsets are potential borders. Transcending how we think, how we behave, whether it is as an individual, a city, a citizen of a city, a country, or even in the world. How can we shift our thinking and our being in such a way that we can motivate coming from our biggest dreams and go for it with the can-do attitude. So in November 13th and 14th, that is in the middle of the week, a Wednesday and a Thursday, 2 days. This time we're going to be filming for 2 full days, all day Wednesday and all day Thursday at the most gorgeous location in all of Southern California. It is a 5-star resort hotel with a gorgeous ballroom that has chandeliers. It's almost as beautiful as any chandelier ballroom that you would see in Europe. And the the location of the place is called Balboa Bay Club and Resort, right on Newport Beach Bay, which is the most beautiful place in the Southern California Riviera. It's absolutely stunning, right on the water. So we're going to have each day of filming, we're going to have a gorgeous gourmet lunch out on the bayfront, outdoors on the bayfront. It's going to be exquisite, overlooking the water. And we're going to have a networking party the first night. So we film one day. We have a great networking party that night with a live band. And what we have in store for our audience is the possibility that if you're part of this audience, you will be changed, because you'll be part of and in rubbing elbows with some of the most highest vibratory thinkers of our planet today. We're selecting the very, very best speakers. So it's 2 days. Can you imagine 9 speakers being filmed over 2 days? We'll give plenty of breaks and so forth for our audience, and a gorgeous gourmet lunch. But for 2 days, you will be a part of a historic filming. You know, not since The Secret have we had these kinds of names and quality speakers come together under one place to be filmed for one television event. And I'll tell you about the television event in just a second, how we're crafting this so that everyone can see it on national television. But first, doesn't that sound exciting, just to be part of the filming?
That's amazing. And we have some people on right now that have actually been saying hello, and they love the lineup. And guys and gals out there, I just want you to know you get the opportunity to immerse yourself in inspiration that could possibly change the trajectory of your life. I know it did for me, and I was only there one day. Imagine 2. And like you said, there hasn't been anything like this in a while since The Secret. And that, I don't believe we even had a live audience on that, where this is an opportunity. Right. Yeah.
No, you're right. The Secret was, they didn't have a live audience. It was a private interviewer. Right. I hear your doggy.
Yeah, I got to go quiet him out. So I'm going to let you talk about some of the lineup while I go quiet him out, okay? But on The Secret was Reverend Michael Beckwith and Lisa Nichols and other people. And I heard through the grapevine, you've got them coming in too.
That's right. We do. We have Lisa Nichols, the famous world renowned. She travels all over the world speaking. We have Dr. Reverend Michael Beckwith, one of the thought leaders who has been one of the early thought leaders of this whole movement. We have Jack Canfield, the author of Chicken Soup with the Soul, who is now a tremendous leader, motivational leader of leaders, and he absolutely is so thrilled to be a part of this broadcast. And so he'll have his own episode. We also have Blaine Bartlett, who has taught many times alongside Bob Proctor around the world at amazing workshops and speaking events around the world. And he, in his own right, speaks in Japan and all over the world. We have Cynthia Kersey, who is the head of the Unstoppable Foundation, and she'll be speaking about the power of giving as a motivational tool. We have many more, 9 in all. We also have some special guests. Last time we had a surprise visit by one of who was in his own right an international hero as an Olympic champion. The boxer Sugar Ray Leonard was there and part of our filming. He was on stage with all four of our mentors, and we did a special segment called Meet the Mentors. And so all of them were on stage at the same time. And this time we're going to do it a little bit differently, and the audience is going to have a chance to ask questions from the audience with a microphone. So you'll have a chance to be on television. It'll be
Well, now I have
televised.
to come.
I know it's going to be really exciting. We've been listening to the feedback of the people that were there before, and I think we have come up with some amazing ways to help you receive the greatest value, as well as networking with people of like-minded, heart-centered, so that you can get business ideas, and you never know who you would be meeting at a place like this. So what else can I tell you? Any other questions out there?
Well, I love the fact that we can interact with these motivators, like you said, during questions and getting insights, because you don't see that very often either with some of these top, mentors that you have coming in. I've been following Lisa Nichols, and she's like all over social media. So I know people are going to love, talking to her too. She's got quite the story. And, Reverend Michael Beckwith, and I remember you saying, the last time we spoke, some of these mentors, they're getting up there in age, and there's
some of them listen. All of these, not all, but most have had 40 years of speaking experience, and all over the world. These are world-renowned speakers, and what's interesting is that we get a chance to be in the audience to receive the wisdom, collective wisdom of these 9 people, let alone the 4 that you had already heard, Gloria. But just think about how long it would take you to go to a workshop on all, to listen to separately all 9 of these speakers. And here you have an opportunity over 2 days. We're going to have 4 speakers the first day, 5 speakers the second day. We're going to break for a gorgeous gourmet lunch in the middle of the day. We'll have snacks throughout, and then a party with a band and networking opportunity. It's going to be 2 days that, people have, I've been told that people haven't seen this before. So really, really excited to have our, your followers and friends of yours who are friends of mine, Gloria. Thank you for the opportunity to share this vision. And if you don't mind, I'd love to talk about the vision.
Absolutely. Please do. But before you do that, I just want to, encourage anybody out there. If you do have a question, please ask. If I don't see it come up right now, we will go back later and answer your questions. And I can tell you, just from the one day that I spent, Lynn and Julia and David, man, they know how to put a party on. That's for sure. And the people, that attended, this was another piece, Lynn. The people that attended were motivators. They are people that also want to heighten their level of consciousness. They want to achieve greater things in life. And even that networking was phenomenal. So besides learning from, these mentors that are very popular, the mentors right in the audience were also really good connections. So I really enjoyed that as well. And Donna McGrath says she's excited to come again. She was there last time. I got to meet her
Hi, Donna.
last time. Yeah.
I know.
Marianne.
I know.
She loves the lineup. Lissa says hello. So
hi, Lissa.
Donna says, wow, 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 wow. So Donna and I got to actually connect there and develop a friendship too. So you just never know what's going to come of it. So guys and gals, you have the opportunity, like I said, to create new friendships and be in the company of influencers. You got the opportunity to get inspired, and all of this in 2 days. So I want to hand this back over to Lynn so she can tell you her vision.
Thank you. Well, I'm just so, I get really reverent when I get to talk about the vision, because it feels like a divine idea that came through me, but and now it belongs to all of you who are part of this, and it's such a pleasure. So the divine great idea behind this is to create positive filming, so that we not only have people receive what it takes to motivate themselves at the very core, but that we continue to awaken people to become their best selves and to help them see that it is possible, regardless of all the circumstances. It is possible to bring your best self to the world, because now more than ever, the world needs us to bring our best self to it. So with that, we are very, very honored to have a distribution of national television through WGN cable television. We get to air this program initially in January 2020. So it'll air for 13 weeks on national television, and you'll be first to know, the all of the information, the details about what channel and what time and everything. Just stay tuned, because we've got a whole publicity package to tell you all about that. But it will be airing in January on national television, WGN cable, as well as Fox Sports. And we just signed up more. We signed up Biz TV, something called Biz TV, which is one of the prominent business television stations now. And we have a total of 160 million households that are represented in this distribution package. And that's just the beginning. Once that is aired, then our vision is for this to go internationally, across borders, around the world, where people are really hungry for this. You know, the can-do attitude is not an American invention. It's just that I think in our culture, we grabbed onto it early. And yet the whole world is hungry for what it takes to motivate themselves, to bring them their best selves. And we want to give the very best that we can of the greatest of the personal development field that we have on this planet today, package it in one show so that you get just it's a 30-minute show, by the way. Every week is a 30-minute show. And, some of these stars can talk for hours. So to edit it down to 30 minutes, we're going to be delivering to you the best and the punchiest and the most magnificent that each person has to deliver. So our vision is for, and you can hold this with me and with Julie Jones Hamilton and me, our vision is for this show to be seen by 200 million people worldwide and to have 50 million subscribers, and that at that level that we impact the world.
That's amazing. Donna just said, great divine vision. She's honored. So those of you listening, if you're going to hold the vision, tell us down below, send us some hearts, because these ladies really, I knew when this was in the development stage. I have seen this process.
Yes, you have been with me from the beginning.
Yeah, and it's been amazing to watch the process, just like any dream. It doesn't happen overnight. And like she said, she had to get help and opinions and all sorts of things, and this vision to go all around the world to all these homes. Just, guys, think about the amount of people that don't have the opportunity to come live like you. They don't live nearby. Maybe they don't have the finances, but you know what? They're going to get this knowledge and wisdom. And like Lynn said, our world needs it right now. I just had this conversation today with a friend. We need it right now. We need to make these changes and shifts. So you getting to be a part of it live, you're going to get so motivated and inspired to go out and do some of this work. You become unstoppable, like the Unstoppable Foundation, right?
That's right. And not only that, you become part of the vision.
Yes.
You really, you become part of, this is an inaugural, never been done before group of people coming together. And you as the audience are part of this vision. You are founding members in this vision. And we're going to be celebrating when this airs, not only in America, but then when it starts to go through transcending borders and begins to go to all around the world. Just think of all the people who might have just a little hope in their hearts that are in Bangladesh somewhere or a third world country, and they happen to see through their satellite dish this program that and they get so hungry, they want more and more and more, and who knows what can happen to their lives as a result of just even a 30-minute program.
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. And I feel honored to be a part of all of this with you and your business partners. So I'm going to put up the website for everybody.
Okay, great.
It's worldsgreatestmotivators.com, correct?
Correct. Just very simple.
Very simple.
Worldsgreatestmotivators.com.
And
And
there's
there,
a link, right, for them to register.
yeah, there, just go see what it's all about, and then push the button that will take you to the Eventbrite place where you can register. We have a 10% discount for those of you who want to bring a guest, or any, more than two. If more than two register, you get everybody, then you automatically get a 10% discount.
Wow.
And so we really would love, and come for both days. My gosh, while you might as well, because
Well,
to maximize.
Lynn, the pricing on this 2-day event and this opportunity to be with these leaders is phenomenal.
It is.
So anybody that has gone to events before, you know when you've got these big names, these authors and these coaches out there, it can rack up in dollars. And these gals, man, they put a package together for you in the most beautiful place that you're going to get value beyond what you imagine. So,
and you're going to feel like a queen and like a
yes,
king. You're going to feel like royalty, because we're going to we have it so beautifully placed in the most gorgeous ambiance.
You have pictures on the website. I was sneaking
Yes,
before. It's beautiful. Absolutely
it
beautiful.
is.
Yes.
Just to walk through the premise is makes you feel different.
So guys and gals, make sure you go to worldsgreatestmotivators.com and click on that link after you do all that exploring of all the wonderful things they have planned for you, and get there for the 2 days. And I hope to see you guys there too. So I'm making my plans, Lynn, and manifesting all of that too.
That's right. Put it on your calendar.
On my calendar.
No matter what, just put it on your calendar today. And those of you who really don't know how you can do it, don't go there yet. Just put it on your calendar. And that's the first step of action step. Put it on your calendar. And then suddenly, if that's something that you would really love, the universe will find a way for you to manifest that. It'll start collecting all of the molecules. You know how that works. As a great dream builder yourself,
I've
Gloria,
done it so many times. I know the first World's Greatest Motivators event you had. So yeah, don't worry about the how. Just put it on there, okay? And and
then ask some questions. Ask some people that you would love to go with. Maybe you could have a group. Maybe there's lots of different ways to make things happen.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is these are going to sell out quickly. So we do want you to make sure that we want to give you an opportunity. And Gloria, your friends are really important to me, the kind of heart-centered people that you have on your program. So it's, we just put this out today. This is the first day that we have uploaded everything into the website and made it live today. So you guys are first to know about it.
Hey, so we get to motivate all my viewers out there. Isn't that wonderful? And you know what? Like she said, it's going to sell out because it's not for a huge, massive audience. It's not thousands and thousands of people, right? So that's what's
very
nice.
intimate. It's a very intimate, gorgeous, small, filming. We want enough people that looks great on a television camera so that we can see that there's a lovely audience, but it'll be intimate, and you'll have the opportunity to, like I said before, have questions to the mentors, meet other heart-centered people in networking opportunities that we have planned for you. And one idea that comes to you in the atmosphere of being with quality people like this will pay your way.
Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely. Lynn, I want to thank you so much. And those of you that did come on live, thank you for your comments. If you're watching the replay, feel free to drop a line below and ask questions. And Lynn and I will come back and make sure we respond, later on. And if you have friends, then go share it, because even if you can't make it, maybe you have a friend who wants to come and you think this would be absolutely perfect. And then guess what? Then you may decide you want to come because your friend's going. You could be roomies and you could share those expenses too. But the other thing is, I know several of us the last time, Lynn, we wound up meeting other people that we didn't know became roomies and became friends. So you just never know who's going to be, your next buddy out there that's also going to inspire you in your life. So Lynn, as always, thank you for being a magnificent mentor, friend, colleague, dream builder, producer, author, philanthropist, and just an all-around amazing woman that I absolutely adore. And everybody, get to the World's Greatest Motivators event. Be part of something that's making history and changing this world. So thanks, Lynn, so much. And